All right, Pick Central, Tuesday, May 21st.
Tuesday.
What did I say?
Tuesday.
Yeah.
Tuesday? Tuesday? What did I say? Tuesday?
Well,
Tuesday, May 21st. Myself, Marty Mush, Big Ev, Clemmer here, Dukes behind the glass, Phil behind the glass. And who else is helping out there?
It's Steve.
Steve behind the glass. Oh, he's blocked. Look at that angle.
Dukes is blocking him.
Blocked.
There we go.
Exactly. It's like Step Brothers.
Barstool doesn't
back
know the
there.
behind the scenes guys.
Step Brothers. Few stories. Obviously, you got games tonight. We'll get to Caitlyn Clark for a little bit as well. But the real story is the Barstool basketball season has come to a abrupt end.
People are asking, is Coach Clemmer only built for the regular season?
Fair point. I'm the Marty Schottenheimer of the Barstool basketball. Yes, true. It was a tough loss. No, for sure. Everyone played really hard. It was a wild evening at the gym last night. Almost got to fisticuffs.
Before
I would say several times.
Before the ball tipped off.
Yes, and then throughout the entire game, and then after the game, it was there were 3 different times I'm like, I really thought a fight was going to break out.
They were scary.
They were very scary.
They were scary guys.
Guys who don't really want to play ball, they want to fight.
Yeah.
I think that one guy wakes up every morning looking for a fight. Like that's his go-to.
Yeah, that hurts the league. That hurts. There's no place for that. So it was.
Listen, there was no basketball being played. It was like at one point we're like, we all just didn't want to fight them and get hurt or anything. Like we're on camera. Like there's things like
we're wearing Barstool like I don't want to have this company get sued. Like it was like.
That would be the worst thing for all of us if
Yes.
we get in trouble for Barstool.
Yeah, imagine we go to a rec league basketball, a giant fight breaks out, like, and it wasn't our fault. Like we weren't instigating anything; they were.
No one in a jersey.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm the one in this room who wasn't there, but from it sounds like you guys made the right choice not fighting.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
No.
It wasn't
that
like
wouldn't have went our way.
it wasn't like a 25-year-old kid who was being like an asshole, didn't like Barstool.
Drunk.
It
Yeah.
was like a hypothetically mob members.
It was the guys. It was the guy. Yeah, but like weird mob, not regular Italian mob.
Yes.
Like they were very much. It was very much season 2 of The Wire.
I'll say this.
Does he have a face? Then it wasn't us. Like that's the kind of shit.
I didn't want to end up in a shipping container.
Does he have
Albanian
hands?
mob?
Like yeah, but like weirder. Like weirder.
I'll say this. There was one comment that they were saying like, "Don't film us if this kid can't play." There was a whole thing before that. We won't get into everything. And then Dana's like, "All right, let the kid play." And then the guy, and we're like, "We're filming though. Like this is what we do. We filmed you last game." And the guys, Dana's like, "We'll make fun of you on camera now too." Not a great chirp, but it was fine. And the guy looks at me and goes, "No, don't make fun of us." I go, "What?" He goes, "Don't make fun of us. You make fun of us on camera, there's consequences." I go, "What the fuck that just happened?" I literally looked back and forth like, "Oh, there's consequences?"
Yes.
And then that's where I shut up. I stopped after. I didn't say a word to them the entire game after that. I was trying to be so nice. Like I was.
Well, no, the line of the night was when I asked the one kid, things were getting heated even before the game, and I go, "You look like the calmest of everybody on this team. Do you want to meet?" And he goes, "Am I?" I was like,
That's the guy you got to worry about the most.
I was like, "Uh-oh."
He'll put something in the back of your head. We gotta look at.
That's the guy that you'll just go to sleep.
He goes, "I don't know, am I?" And like nervously laughs. I was like,
You'll see a
"All
face, then you'll just go black.
You're a serial killer."
One guy told me, he's like, "I'm gonna punch that kid, and then I'm gonna just sit there and wait for the cops to come." and when they come, I don't care because it's my first defense. And me, all 135 pounds of me, I'm like, no, that's not gonna happen. It's gonna be fine. It was wild. It was
crazy.
Wild evening.
And then the refs have no control.
He did the best he could.
He actually
no-
tried.
I think he
though.
They have
tried.
no
Like,
control.
Ref's going to catch a beating.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna.
but they lost control of the game. There was a.
Would you
time
get
that-
paid? You're not getting paid enough for that.
I
shit.
thought he went above and beyond, honestly. And
I've done a couple of men's league games where there's brawls, and it's not worth it. But
No.
but you don't lose control of it. Those guys lost control of the league from the get-go. So.
I don't know. I don't know what they could have done differently last night. At least those guys were looking for a fight the second they walked into the gym.
Right.
I don't. Not.
Well, you sense
for
that.
nothing, Ev. These guys could fucking shoot. They were.
Oh, yeah.
They were whapping.
Yeah, they
The
could
basketball and other stuff.
the basketball.
both.
I mean, we got beat by like 5 50-year-old, potentially mobbed up guys. It was
Croatian.
wild. It was bizarre situation.
It was Rhea. Rhea came to the game. She was like, "I got nothing to do. I'll come to the game." And she goes, "What the fuck is?"
At which
she
point,
loved
yeah.
it.
I
She
would've-
was like, "This was so worth coming to."
I kind of wish I came.
Yeah, like
I
it was
thought-
such a funny.
Nuts.
She goes, "This happened all the time." I go, "Not really."
Yeah.
She goes, "Well, I loved it."
It's nuts.
These guys were all older than me. At one point, I went to the guy. I'm like, read the kid. I'll talk to you one-on-one. Older guys can talk, one-on-one, and because they were all old. They
Yeah.
were old guys. It was, and they were so angry, and they were really scary. Now,
Probably didn't help we beat them by 1 earlier in the year.
Yeah.
they came right. They came in with, and that game got a little physical.
Oh yeah.
And so I think they came in with a chip on our shoulder. They saw, and I think also us having the cameras, got me running around in a suit. It's bizarre. It's not a typical.
I'd hate us a little too.
I would too.
I
But
would too. If I saw people with cameras at a men's league basketball game with a coach,
I'd
in a
want to beat
suit,
them. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd want to beat him too.
I got to give Rico a lot of credit, and you, Marty, and everyone on the team. Honestly, really good job keeping your composure. Because I'm nervous. I'm like, we got all these wild cards out there. This is really close to being a
Yeah,
fight.
no, I saw that. I was plus 62,000 walking into any kind of physical altercation. No.
Hey, let's just play ball, fellas. Let's just play ball.
That's exactly what I said. I was like, yeah. I was
You know
like,
how it is. One person does the wrong elbow. Next thing you know, fists are flying.
right.
But it didn't happen. We got blown out. We lost. But I told the guys afterwards, I'm like, I'm proud of you guys. Like it was a street. We wanted to play basketball. Ended up being like a street fight.
I thought Clem was gonna cry after the game, like how proud he was of us.
I was really proud.
It was
'cause
a really nice speech.
For just
said a
not
lot
getting
of-
the shit beat out of you physically.
we're representing a company. Like we were
I
the
pray to God
professionals.
they didn't win the league.
Me too. I almost wanted to go back in and look, but I'm like, by the time we got off the bar, a
We
few
can
of us went
probably-
out drinking afterwards.
You know what? We could probably find out. Shit.
And I poked my head around.
and look.
The gym was closed. I was like, fuck. Because I was going to go run in and see who won.
See what was going on. They called us a lot of bad words.
A lot? Yeah, they called you a bad word, right, Rico?
A lot of bad words.
Words you can't say on the air.
Oh, no. Words you can't say really in public.
like, yeah.
Yeah, words you just should keep
Really?
in the back pocket.
Yes.
Yeah, again, they
Bad-
were nice.
They were not nice.
Bad words that went out with the times like 60 years ago, and they were bringing them back.
I made friends with one guy, and then we were losing by like 20 at the end, and Clemmer put in like everybody, and Tommy, I hear Tommy like, "You think I could get a shot off?" Like he's asking the guy, like, "Can you let me no play defense on it?"
Let me just get one.
Yeah, it was a scene. But we got a game 1 tonight. Celtics minus 10.5 against the Pacers. 221.5. Does anybody have strong feelings on this series? Does anybody have a little bit more respect for the Pacers? I think if you can score, I think the Pacers can like muck it up and steal a game in this one.
Oh,
Absolutely.
I think they can win.
Possibly two. I think
game,
it's
game 2.
Game 2.
They haven't lost it.
They just lose every game
yeah,
to
they
the
lose game
Celtics.
2.
Pacers go out and shoot like they did against the Knicks at Game 7. Like, no one can beat them. They have a day like that.
This is the first healthy team the Celtics are playing in the playoffs.
Right.
That's not necessarily true.
And they're actually
Marty, it's not true. They're missing Ben Matherin.
All right. No, but like
that is true.
Cleveland was healthy for the first couple of games of it.
But
So they
I'm
weren't.
saying game 7, the first 7 games.
Mitchell missed
I'm
multiple.
saying for if they have him for 7 games,
Also, Jared Allen
or
missed
5
the whole
games.
I know we didn't have Nowitzki, so like we lost that trade.
Porzingis.
Yeah.
Porzingis, excuse me.
Dirk's not coming anywhere in those doors.
I'm sorry, guys. It was last. That one.
Nowitzki.
That's not gonna be the first time I fuck
He's
up.
been-
Man, listen, a tall white guy.
He's been dealing with a lot of Eastern Europeans. Last night, today, he mixed them up.
It's been 24 hours. No, but like look, by the end of that series, you're right. Cleveland didn't have Mitchell, but the first couple games they did, so that's not fair.
No, I'm pretty sure I said a factual statement.
Jared Allen missed the whole series.
But we didn't have Porzingis.
But no, I'm saying just based on the way
Team
the
play.
team are constructed, is
Is Porzingis here for this series?
No, not to start. I don't think he's gonna play this.
They were 21-4 in the regular season.
The words haven't been great.
I like the Celtics tonight.
Obviously,
Obviously, I think they win the series, but I just think
I think they win in 6.
the rest that they've had mixed with, I mean, the Pacers just played a gauntlet. Like they just had to like go 7 games, had to play hard every
win on the road.
One day off.
That's what I'm saying. Like I just think if there's ever like a situational letdown spot like in the NBA, this is it.
And they also
I'm on the
probably
Celtics.
haven't been home. They probably went straight to
In
Boston.
there, and obviously they just beat the Knicks in Game 7 on the road, but they've been like the home warriors.
Yeah.
Like they haven't lost at home yet in the playoffs. They're going on the road here to Boston. The Boston struggles in game 2.
That's interesting.
back
You think
in
they
game
didn't even go home.
Yeah, I don't think they did. I
Didn't
don't.
have time.
Sunday, the game ended at 6
New
basically.
York so close to Boston.
And it's 45-minute flight. They're probably like, if going to Indiana to Boston, I don't know. Probably not, because that does matter, because you're on the road for now. They're going to be on the road for 5 days now.
Yeah.
Now, Ev, we're both in the Celtics. Did that 10-point spread give you pause?
No, I took it already. I took it before the show.
I did too.
The 10 points, it is like this is the Eastern Conference Finals. You know, like that is crazy to see.
It's
at
wild.
10, where I think I kind of agree with both of you. I think the Celtics kind of beat them up tonight. I think I'm going to probably take the Pacers game too. I don't even care.
Celtics in 5 is plus 190. A Celtics sweep is plus 250.
What's 6?
Plus 400.
That's not a crazy like.
Not crazy.
They like Ev just said, the Pacers haven't lost at home yet. Like, it's to steal one away and one home. Like, it's just winning 2 games. Not even that crazy.
I think they get one. I don't think they sweep. Like I think the Pacers get out.
I was saying 6 plus 400. That's not too crazy.
I don't think it'll go 6, but it's not. But 4-1, like that's not. Yeah.
Like, you don't think the Heat could have stole 2 if they had Jimmy Butler?
If they had Jimmy, they might have been able to get another one.
Yeah.
I'm saying, like, they could.
Maybe,
Like, I could see the Celtics drop.
Celtics in 6.
But honestly, even
too.
to give the Celtics, it took as bad as the Heat were depleted wise, it took a miracle for them. Like they had hit,
Well, shot like 90%.
they had hit like
yeah.
25 threes to
In the 4 games Celtics won, they won pretty
I hate
decisively.
Yeah, no, it's
You can get plus money if you think it goes 6.
400.
Wait, what?
It's plus 400.
Over 5.5.
No, I think he means.
Is that minus 145?
No, it's plus 140.
Plus 145. I thought so.
But if you do the exact 6, it's plus 400.
Okay.
'Cause that could go.
This
6
gives you
or
the
7.
7, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's
I would
going
play. No, I'm trying to just
I like when he does
play that one just in case. Well,
I'd rather just do exact 6 because I don't think it's going 7.
that's probably a good point.
Yeah, like if it's
Yeah. So you get 4-2. Boston, it's 400.
yeah,
That's the way to play it.
yeah, because 145 is not worth.
The other way though too is you don't need the Celtics to win. You know, in theory, the Cavs could push it.
Anyone,
Right, but your way. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Jeez, I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry.
I'm trying to do some.
We're 13 minutes and I've already fucked up twice. It's the over/under on that's like 6.5, I think, for the show.
But you also, if you, I was trying to do mathematics. I guess it's like the same. This one, I was having one of those moments where I was trying to like beat gambling, like mathematically, but like
Yeah.
it's impossible.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, wait, if you think the Pacers can win 2 games, you just take a money line every game, but they're only plus 330 right now. So I mean, and then at home they're gonna be far less.
A little bit
than that.
less.
There's
Right.
nothing better than when
At
you.
home they'll probably be plus like 200, 220.
That's why gamblers are the best. There's nothing better when you're looking at the book, being like, I can beat this somehow. You know you can't.
It's a fun mental exercise doing the
Of
math and stuff.
course.
I love that shit.
Oh, it's fun, but like
It's like a puzzle.
whatever just is like you can't really do it, but like in your head you're like, yeah, I could beat him.
Do you think there's a chance in this series where it's possible to grab the Celtics title odds at plus money?
No,
Like maybe
I think they can go down 2-0,
Maybe
and I
if-
think it'd still be like even money.
if a series is tied 1-1, Pacers are up like 15 at half in game 3, Celtics will still be like minus 130, you think?
Fucking Phil's looking for his next
Yeah.
60.
I'm sure.
I actually think they'd be.
Oh, Phil, we haven't
your
touched
favorites
on
in
that. Tell the people what you had.
I touched on it yesterday.
we
you
talked-
were on the rundown.
I was on the rundown. I apologize.
Yeah.
That's a great bet.
Great rundown episode, by the way. You did good.
Thanks. That was a great bet.
Real fast. Would you do that?
Yeah, do it.
You would?
Do it.
Wow.
I mean, you're in a
is
I
that
like
breaking news?
Would do what?
Like
I just-
one-on-one, like
Yeah.
me versus Mincy, but him versus
Just
you.
know that.
No,
just
but
know that
Ev,
when you put me
It's
in that
1v1. 1 sec. I want you to
I
answer that.
hate myself.
It's 1v1. If Bosco wins, he gets no contract when they do. And if
You just wipe him from.
he's
Barstool
he will
content
he can never
for the 5th time.
he can never work at Barstool again. And if Nadu wins, he can get a contract. That would be
He'll be in the Chicago office. It sounds like I've
yeah. It was like Jerry and the Yak, and they would do what they did for Mincy, and but different.
Different
They were
events.
doing like 1v1 basketball. They said mafia trivia. They said basketball trivia. They said a bunch of things. And what were you saying when you put yourself?
Just know that when I have to do that content, I hate myself.
Why?
So they're putting
Why do you
Being
hate
honest.
yourself?
No. Bosco,
honest.
Bosco's saying he's going to be in a dark place.
yes.
Oh,
and they willingly know
but you're-
that,
no,
and
but
that's
you
what they
need to-
do. But they're
Bosco.
putting you in a spot where you can't say no. So that's where we're at.
Bosco, you need to do
That's
one
fair.
of those.
You know what? That's the most logical answer you've ever had.
You need
Except
to
for
go
the part
full,
where he says he
like-
hates himself. Why does he hate him? You're
I
asking
hate
your
it. I
cousin.
hate when I'm in that spot. I
Because
hate
he's
it.
doing
It's
something.
like
he doesn't
I
wanna
said it
do.
like yesterday. It's like 11. I can go like this with the best of them, but my nose bleeds. I'm sick of my nose bleeding.
I don't. I
That's a
gotta,
Stranger Things
Stranger Things
reference.
I get Stranger Things, but I'm trying to get the reference.
You can flip out with the bet. Like I have the best powers of flipping out, but when you flip out,
Got it.
your nose
You
bleeds.
start, yeah.
Side
Got it.
effects.
Inside.
And it takes longer and longer to regurgitate or
Why don't we need-
Recover?
recover.
Yeah.
If you do this, I think we got to separate you from your oblos. You got to full. There's a lot of like fighters that do this, boxing MMA fighters. You like leave home, and you just got to get in like a dark room, like stay in just like a.
And I think
just get that
no-
dog festering up.
Tonight, when I went one-on-one
Like
against
training
Mincy,
camp.
I went into the hotel and I isolated myself.
Oh,
That's exactly
I want
that.
you
That
to
is
just
insane.
study in mafia trivia.
won?
I mean, you beat Mincy.
Right, and
That's not-
I'll do it again.
What he goes like he beat Mike Tyson in a boxing match.
Hey,
Like,
I won,
the
motherfucker.
guy has to pull up his pants when he runs.
I beat Clemmer 1-on-1 in basketball, and he has
That's
nothing to
true.
say about that.
That is true.
That is
I
true.
also did.
Yeah, so,
And also Ev did as well.
I was thinking about that like a
So
week-
basically
a
now
week ago.
Mincy is the bottom of like everything.
I was thinking about Ev and Phil beating me in one-on-one. Although we played a 3, but yeah, she did beat me.
Beat you.
Well, that was fair.
I mean, I also won a series of events where I punted one of the events and still won 3-1.
That is true.
True.
Um,
Not my best day.
But you're gonna have to no HIPAA. You know,
Yeah.
no HIPAA, and
You got to get that
Dangerous.
junkyard dog.
Yeah.
You got to. You
HIPAA
got to.
helps.
I know it helps.
I know.
It
But for
hurts
the day,
But you need the edge.
Yeah. No
bring
HIPAA.
that junkyard dog back.
Well, you know what?
Place.
For-
Studying mafia trivia, basketball trivia.
I think my ring manager would have issues with that, being away for a week and a half. But
Yeah.
we can make it work.
yeah. Well, it would be a week.
Why would it be that long?
We can't have a week and a half.
I did mine for one day.
Oh, all right. Yeah, 2 days.
I think Bosco needs like 4 or 5 days.
So you're saying though,
Isolate.
I want. That's what
I
I
agree
want
with
out of the
that.
junkyard dog. If he wants to be his, if he would go in this with just the most vicious intensity, ferocity, that's how he's got to do it.
so I'll give you credit. This is the most like. So you said you'll do it because you know, like you do understand that it would be a like. In no world does any company do a 1-versus-1 with two unathletic people in their 30s for a contract of work.
No one does it better than Bosco.
Like that's where it's like you put that in perspective how fucking insane that is. That's why this place is the best. I'd watch that
Oh,
would pay
Glued
for
to the
that.
TV.
I'd pay for that.
it's a must watch. You're slapping a must.
One of the biggest things we'll probably do. Probably
Special.
like this year for sure.
oh,
So-
I would be. That would be mesmerizing.
But you're saying you'll do it. You don't.
Just
you'll
know,
hate
yeah,
yourself.
like if I hate it. So
But you'll do it.
I don't think I'm in a position to say no.
All right.
So let's put it that way.
It's
I think
like
that's
it's like
fair.
how
And I
like
hate
cigarettes
myself.
cigarettes
So
they
if
put
you-
like the warning label on it. It's
right,
like,
and
Bosco,
if
just
and
know,
it's
like,
it's a
Yeah.
difficult spot.
You're digging Bosco into that.
They're like, we care about you. You're doing better. Like, don't flip out, but then also dangling the crack rock.
This is Bosco's disclaimer for.
So, like,
for all
are
the
we
viewers.
friends? Are we not? Like, that's the balance.
Disclaimer. This is what.
That's yeah.
You're- Everyone who wants this, the yak that you're choosing, you're picking up the cigarettes. You know what says on the label.
Right.
They can kill you, but
Yes.
you're gonna pick it out. You're gonna light it, and you're gonna smoke it.
Yes.
I think
Smoking
that's if
Bosco.
you laid it out for them. You laid out the script. You said, "Listen,
And then what happens there after the fact? Like,
What if you win?
if you win, you will be."
there's a lot of golf clubs there. There's bats. There's
Well, that's the
balls.
thing. We got to keep
No, but you kept your
We
you kept your
gotta
composure
keep-
last night.
Oh man.
and all weapons away. Yeah, last night wasn't the person that
I
he
know,
hates.
I know, but I'm just saying he did keep his composure though.
No, it doesn't
he got brownie
matter.
points for me.
No,
Far different.
All right.
he doesn't know those people.
He sees they do.
This
he
is
sees
6
red.
years.
He does. It's true.
This is 6 years.
You're right. Yeah.
More than that, probably. Way
I
more.
think it's 6. No,
Close.
Yeah, it's
at
around
least
there.
4 or 5. Yeah.
and like this is a person that the guy could say hello. He sees red.
Oh yeah. What could happen?
I
last week?
understand. That's what I'm saying. Where it's like we got to put all weapons away. Anything that can make a fire, any weapon at all, put that away. But you need to sign something. Like if the junkyard dog comes out, you can't get in trouble.
You know, you get them to sign a waiver. Like if I do this, I can't fire me for this.
Right.
There's gotta be there are probably certain things like if you wax him with a golf club, that might be fired.
You know what he needs?
But
He needs
there's things
immunity.
below that you can
Right.
there's got to be the threshold's got to rise for you a little bit. There's got to be a little if they're taking you to this place, a little more. We got to negotiate for a little more wiggle room.
But I'm gonna stick up for Bosco here. I also think there should be some things where if Nadeau says something and Bosco does hit him with the golf club, it could be warranted.
No, that's what we're. No, that's
No,
what
I think
I mean,
the golf club
on
needs to
Bosco's
stay
behalf.
in the pocket.
Yeah, I think I agree with that. I think
that you can. I think that there is, if he went after him or something. There's things I don't know. There could be guidelines. Listen,
like Nadeau's going in with nothing to lose.
I think you have a little power in this.
Really.
A little bit.
So
a
I don't think
dangerous
Nadeau has
thing.
anything
But
to
it's
lose.
dangerous. I don't want you to get in the
Yeah,
power
it's a
thing because you
dangerous
don't
thing.
have much power.
But he can negotiate levels of immunity, though.
I think that's what I'm talking about. Like I'm not saying like give me
Hey.
more money or something.
No,
I'm saying
like obviously
I'm
a golf
saying-
club is out, but like, hey, if this happens and I do this, I'm absolved of charges.
There's contractual levels of immunity.
Yes.
Into this competition
Yes.
that need to be in writing,
I just
or
thought
at least
imagine
respectful handshake agreements from the two Dons. You want to say Dave and Dan that they check off on it. Handshake with them, a handshake's good enough. But just handshake. Like, these are the stipulations.
Everything has to have ground rules.
Yeah, there's certain decorum we need to hold, but this place is also a free for all on some levels.
be honest with me right now.
Seen that a few times.
Be honest with me right now. 1v1, I would think
They
you'd
ought to be
win.
favorite.
I think you'd win. I don't know.
think I'd
I've
be
never
a
seen him play basketball,
Mid
so
to
I
have,
don't know.
yeah.
Oh, no,
I don't know what.
Oh, I have.
I think Bosco's
Act basketball.
Oh yeah, he electric clip by the way.
Why?
I think in Mafia trivia he's probably
Probably gonna be
Yeah.
a mafia trick.
Yeah.
about it.
Basketball.
I think it's close.
I don't think anyone knows.
Oh, Rico would be Nadeau in basketball.
No, I'm just saying. Like, let me tell you, if they do like a, imagine they did like a dancing contest the way.
Nadeau would crush him.
That'd be elite.
Great.
It'd be elite
That would be my favorite event.
if I saw Bosco boogieing it with the dude.
They've got to dance like face to face, like they're doing like a battle.
Just like this, you have to like point at each other.
Like the scene
Give
in
any idea. There's no idea.
like the scene in
Got enough
Neighbors, like
ideas.
Efron.
Yeah, I gotta stop giving ideas for
No
you
ideas.
because then
Enough ideas.
These in Efron and
I can yeah.
Seth Rogen
Just
and
going,
Neighbors.
him goes going,
he's like,
and he's going like this. Oh, I love that.
There's a lot of that.
Oh
yeah.
fuck, that'd be so funny.
Bosco's like rolling the dice.
He's throwing napkins at DJs going like this. Because that's the thing, Bosco does
No,
like
hold on.
I've seen him at DJs and
Hold on.
he's
How
not
about
bad.
this?
Oh, he can
How
dance.
about this? They dance as well, but separately. They each have to make like a 20-minute DJ set. And who's like gets the people more fired up.
Who's got the better drop?
Yeah.
Who's like they got to put together like 20. They get some help. Like you get like jet ski or someone help you put some music together or something. You get somebody that can do it, and you two of you, and whoever's like the crowd is feeling more.
I'll get you a loud luxury to come with you.
There we go. You get some help. That's big time help.
That's a big time help
big
right
time
there.
help.
Yeah,
Pro
what you-
move.
Special.
Oh, you heard the mix I stole from Mikey Blings.
Yeah, I don't.
Mikey Blings to help.
I'd probably get that.
That's the road trip Bosco where there's 4 songs on there.
Two.
2.
You get the guy
All
that
of
says
COVID, 2 songs.
you get the guy that says Osama bin Laden could kiss my Irish ass. That kind of help.
That's the one.
Oh yeah, you gave it away. That was one of the songs.
Gave it away. Yeah, he gave it away.
Now that-
Blings is not going to be happy about that.
Sorry, Blinks.
But yeah, listen, this was a healthy conversation for you.
Yeah.
You didn't freak out. You didn't. I think you're also starting to see the other side a little bit. Like it is funny for the rest, but it's also not funny for you. So I get that. I get that as well.
Plus, we've done it like 10 times.
Not this. This is like big stakes.
Yeah, but we've done this 10 times.
Yeah.
I
Well,
will say one thing.
The Joker and Batman, like
I know.
they're supposed to do it forever.
Remember, Rico did the soccer goal last year.
yeah, and guess what? Well, that was fucking electric.
Yeah, and
When
you
he
did
scored-
you won, Rico.
And freaked, and then somehow he lost after because he
Right.
freaked out
Freaked
on
out
tape
and ran
or
away.
something.
Yeah, it was
That
very
was the
weird.
night of.
Bosco smoked that ball upper 9.
Oh yeah.
What
That
a
was
rocket.
that was drugs.
That was drugs. That was the night the nukes were released.
Oh, man.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So that was a tough night.
Hell of a shot, though, by you.
What a life.
Was that part of 48 Hours of Bosco or no?
No.
No.
That was the final straw though.
Okay.
Because that was, you got to remember, that was right after the accusations of choking a man out.
Accusation.
Chase Snowden.
Headlock.
I forgot about that.
Yeah. So that was just.
I thought it would stem from just a metaphorical head just talking his ear off till you strangled him.
I won the game of the year. That was the only saving grace in that period.
Yeah.
And Hoops was coming back, but
Listen, that's funny. It's funny shit. It's funny shit.
That was a bad night.
You guys should do a soccer shootout.
I went home and released the nukes.
That was that night you did
I
that?
called the guy in. Yeah, it was tough.
Only you. Only you can have the high of your life at like.
It wasn't a high.
Dude, that was
It was a great kick.
for the office. Like,
And I suck at soccer.
it was very funny. Like, it was mano a mano, people that hate each other, and like, Nadu was being funny during it
Not
as well.
lucky.
And then you fucking top shelf.
No one could have
night,
defended that.
And everyone, Dave, I think like jumped. I don't think I've seen him
I
jump
told
out.
Dave I was gonna kick the ball at him 3 times.
Yeah.
Gotta remember that.
You basically did like what Smitty did after he won his rough and rowdy. Like everyone's on like good for Smitty, and then all of a sudden, CT kicked in and just started fighting Dave. Basically, like it was all-time interview. But yeah, listen, that would be electric. I guess we'll wait to see what happens. But can we go into a little sports real fast?
Yeah.
I
Well, what are we on? So,
want to still do NBA real fast.
okay.
Because Celtics.
I was gonna say what predictions on tonight? 2 Celtics fans.
Yeah, I mean, I just like the Celtics. I think they're going to win in 5.
I don't know if you were here.
I couldn't agree more with.
Oscar, I'm not sure if you were here, but he already said 2024 Boston Celtics champions.
Okay.
He already has a tattoo too.
I don't think it's like that crazy to
not.
take to be like the favorites are going to win.
No, it's
Yeah,
it's
Not at all.
pretty
Oh.
crazy.
Like they could win in 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm not going to like.
No, it's like you know that it's your team, so you're a little blinded out. To say your team's going to win a championship
I am
already is a
not.
little
I didn't
crazy.
feel
Why?
confident
It's
the
Final
Warriors.
Four, and like they're heavily favored in this series. Like, why is that a crazy thing for me?
Because like it's not like the West is. It's not going to be an easy. Like it's like if you're trying to say like it's almost like the 8 seed in the West is going to.
I mean, the sports books agree with us.
sportsbooks are always right.
I don't-
yes.
No, it's not that.
It's
but
not
like
that.
But
It's
it shows you
I'm
like
just saying, I think it's a little. I think it's also fair to say it's a little crazy that you're.
I think
not
you're
gonna
saying
minus
that I'm blinded, but you
150
could be
to-
blinded by the Mavericks.
I'm not blinded by them. I'm not even saying I'm even the Timberwolves. This is me completely
like I
unbiased.
said, I think the Timberwolves will be a great series. I think that the Timberwolves are matchup nightmares for the Nuggets. I don't think they're necessarily a matchup nightmare for us. I think they're built to beat the Nuggets, not built to beat the Celtics.
I think it's you guys are very confident. Okay, you won.
They should be
You guys
confident,
won.
Marty. They're minus like 140 to win the finals.
get- how about-
I'm a dude. It's
How
not a
about
hot
you
take.
guys get a tattoo together when they win? Before they win.
Maybe we
Before they
will.
win.
Yeah,
Maybe-
Before they win.
sure. Yeah, I'll get one.
You'll get one?
On my ass, sure.
You'll get a 2024 Boston Celtics championship
Like
tattoo.
this week.
Like,
Yeah,
really.
yes.
yeah, on my ass, sure.
Really?
Yeah.
I
If you
don't
pay
I don't
for-
want
if
to
you
I was
pay
just
for-
kidding. I don't-
If you pay for it, sure.
As a group, would we pay for it?
I don't think it'd be that much.
I'd support.
Yeah,
I'd support that.
After about a day, I would forget that he had it. So I'm not in on the.
You're not in on it? It's
I'm not in on like that being.
That's
that,
Day, if
it's
the Celtics ever didn't
funny.
win, you could make fun of him for that
every
forever.
day.
I don't know if I'd see his ass that often, but
Oh, he'll
Just
make you
that-
see it often.
Yeah, road trips.
How about this? How about this?
Ask nicely.
How about this? The Celtics don't win, you got to pay us back for it. We'll pay for it like up front. And if the Celtics lose, you have the tattoo, and you also have to give us the money back for it.
I agree with
I
that.
can't imagine being more than like $250.
Okay, I agree with that because I was thinking about getting like a little Irish and then like 2024 champs, like a Shamrock or something. In that case, would I just do like the cheapest one?
yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Like you should almost just write out Boston
right,
Celtics
right.
2024 champs.
And I will say,
do champs, shorten champions.
I do already have an ass tat, and it's just words.
What does it
You should
say?
just get a novel on your ass.
An ass sleeve.
I'll expose it. I'll expose it when I get the tattoo.
Oh,
right.
I know what it is.
Nobody knows at the company.
I
I got it
think-
when I was 18 years old.
I know what it is.
Yeah, some people do, but
I know what
I've
it is.
been very
It's-
quiet about it.
It's exactly what you'd think of 18-year-old Dukes, and it's funnier than what we're explaining right now.
Okay.
I'm actually proud of myself. I've never told anybody.
Wow.
I had no idea.
Me either.
You told me like 3 years ago, I think.
Yeah, there's like 5 people at the company that know, and I've asked all of them never to bring it up.
That's a friend right there.
Yeah.
Damn.
What else did you have for the NBA?
I kind of wanted to talk. I like this. I like talking matchups. You know, so start with the Celtics Pacers, right? Like who's covering who? Who's like a good matchup? I think Miles Turner is a big X factor for the Pacers. Like we know Halliburton's gonna get his points. We know Siakam's gonna Siakam against who's it gonna be? Horford.
Yeah, probably.
pretty much.
Or Horford might be guarding Miles Turner. But
That's what I was thinking.
Well,
So who's Siakam?
I would guess probably Tatum.
yeah.
Siakam, Tatum.
Because I think because Drew Holiday is going to guard Halliburton.
Right.
He has
Yes.
to. I can't imagine. they do
Pick your
anything else.
poison.
Yeah.
I mean,
I think Halliburton.
because Jaylen Brown.
I think Siakam's just a little too taller for True Holiday. No.
Yeah, no. And Tatum is what, like 6'7", 6'8". Like Tatum's big.
Yeah, no. Tatum would.
You want Holiday on Halliburton. That's
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
I
I
think
would think
that's
so.
who it is. And for like we know what the Celtics are gonna do. Like they have the X. Like they don't need. It's more about like if Miles Turner is their third scorer, hitting threes like that, how he was against the Knicks, kind of. That's how only way they're gonna win.
Would we have put Porzingis on Turner if he was available?
I would think so.
Yeah.
I
probably.
mean, it's.
I hope that doesn't bite us in the ass.
I don't think it will.
I don't
I don't think it
I
will
don't- I
either.
don't
I'm just
think-
trying to. I'm just.
Horford's so inconsistent. Like some days he's like, oh my god, this guy
He's
is
old.
I know, but like it's just the roller coaster ride is tough sometimes.
Yeah, I mean he was
Like he'll
built,
have games where he doesn't show up.
he was built to play like 20 minutes this playoffs, and now he has to get bigger minutes.
I know.
Like I said, like since the beginning when Kristaps went down, we're good enough with Horford to win the East. We're not good enough to win the championship without Porzingis, in my opinion.
Are we gonna get Porzingis back?
Yeah, I think so.
You also don't know what kind of Porzingis you're gonna get back.
I know.
After being
But what if he
hurt.
re-injures it?
I'm
nervous
Then I have
about
a
that.
stupid tattoo on my ass.
I can't believe he agreed to that. I was like just kidding too. That's why Dukes is the best. He's just like, yeah, sure, I don't care. Second matchup. This is where I think I truly, in my heart of hearts, this is not because of my future. I swear on my life, I think that they match up very, very good against the Timberwolves.
Why is that?
So obviously, Ant's gonna be a problem, an absolute problem. But Luka and Kyrie, I don't think like they have the like who's so Kyrie and what Ant or is Ant gonna cover Kyrie?
I
It's
think
like
Conley.
you think Mike Conley's gonna cover
Conley's a
Kyrie?
very good defender. Listen, Kyrie's the kind of guy like you can only like contain him. Like there's guys. Listen, when you talk about like him, Lucas, Anthony Edwards, like Tate, like these guys, you can only like contain them. You can't really like stop them. But I mean, Conley's like one of the better like point guard defenders.
Yeah.
They just have a lot of guys in the wing. Like obviously Luka, like McDaniels will guard Luka, Ant will guard Luka. I bet even like potentially depending on what kind of lineup they go, like even like Nas Reed, I could see getting some Luka.
I just think that a lot of it is like if Luka is getting that pick and it's him against Rudy Gobert, like out in the like I've seen it happen. There's a lot of footage. I watched a lot of footage last night of Luka getting put onto Rudy Gobert, just dices him up every single time. Like if they get their bigs out on the out on the 3-point line, I think that's how that only way they're going to beat them is that way.
But I think that's what they're trying to avoid, because I think that's been Rudy Gobert's problem in the past.
Yeah.
And I feel like this year they've like with like Nas Reed taking a big step up, McDaniels taking a big step up. I feel like, and I mean Edwards being as good a perimeter defender as he is, I feel like they've done a good job like letting him stay in the paint and do what he does well, and not have him on an island where he's like 1-on-1 at the 3-point line with Luka.
Yeah.
Because he's getting smoked. But I think they have enough guys to like make sure they don't have to switch. Or what I like about their team so much defensive, they can go small ball, like where they can if that becomes a problem, they can pull Gobert and still go like Nas Reed, Karl Anthony Towns.
Yeah.
Which they're still playing like pretty big. They're not.
And the Mavs though also could play like Gafford and Lively, like they're both are like that's why I think the matchup. Like this is not like I think this is going 7. I think this is 6-7 no matter what.
I hope
think
so.
so.
What are the odds?
One and a
I don't
tie.
think this is going to be a
Dukes,
5.
can you pull up those prices?
Timberwolves' mind is like 170.
Different
Also,
odds and stuff like
I
that.
tweeted this
but
last-
6, 7.
tweeted this
how
last
many
night.
games?
I tweeted this last night. There was a clip going out of Ant mic'd up, right? And he was waving.
Scroll down to Minnesota more. Okay.
4-3 Mavericks is plus what?
Why is it dusty?
Yeah, we're fuzzy here.
Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with it today.
4-3 Mavs is plus 700.
700.
The
4-3 Mavs is 700.
4-3 Timberwolves is plus 380 or 390.
Yeah, like sweep and one are both like long shots. Like I don't think that's
I
gonna
think it
happen.
goes at least 6.
you can get over 5.5, minus 160 for that series.
I like that.
I like that. That's a little
Minus
juicy,
160
but
though.
like still
Yeah.
like there's no. I don't see many ways this goes 4-1.
If it went 4-1 either way, I'd be pretty surprised.
Pretty surprised.
There is a take. My friend J5 texted me yesterday. We were talking about.
Shout out J5.
J5.
He was talking to me about how the Timberwolves, their second most important player outside of Edwards is probably Mike Conley, because they don't have an actual like ball handler on the court when outside of Anthony Edwards besides him. And if Mike Conley's Achilles gets pushed to the limit, that will probably be how the Timberwolves end up losing, because you can't rely on a 22-year-old ball handler in the finals to be composed. Like, he's the only guy out there.
I mean, Kyrie's going to, like, we're all could agree he's better than Mike Conley, but Mike Conley's no schlep, like you said. I think that I think that's a big matchup between.
Yeah, he's
both.
not. Look, he's not the biggest name. He's an older guy, but it's like he's very, very vital to their success.
That matchup though is how the Mavericks.
He's
win.
the. I mean,
Yeah.
That's how they
Mike
win.
Conley's in
think
that
so.
place now where he's like the ultimate. Like, he's just like a great like floor general to have.
Yeah.
Like, he's just a great. Like, he can pass. He can rebound. I mean, Lucas said Jokic after the series said he thinks Mike Conley's the most underrated player in the NBA right now.
Yeah, just because he's
He's saying
when
just like
players get old, they think everyone's like,
he's not averaging like 18 and like 7 anymore.
No.
because he doesn't have to.
But he impacts winning a ton on this team. Like,
When you
he's a
have
big
Cat and you have Anthony Edwards and anybody else on that team, you don't need to average 18. But what I was saying was yesterday, Anthony Edwards was mic'd up and he was dribbling the ball. The game was ending and he was waving to the crowd. Funny. Like, you just beat them at Game 7. I think you have nothing. You can do whatever the fuck you want when you're. He's 22 years old. Just beat the defending champs at Denver. Jokic went up to him in his Serbian way, going like this, basically being like, "Why? Why do you have to do that?" And Ant goes, "I could do whatever." Like, he basically was like, "I stand on business. I could do whatever the fuck I want." Like, he didn't stay down from Jokic, and I love that because I feel like the NBA was getting a little buddy of like the superstars with each other.
I don't know about think. I think that's been a case for a while.
Yeah. I didn't want to know if it
long
was
period of
like
time.
all the KD and all like LeBron are all
Banana
boys.
boat.
Yeah, the banana boat
a
ruined the
long
NBA for a while. Like, they're all just like
Long time.
they would compete, but after the game, it's all dap up, whatever.
Well,
like,
this is the other thing I say too, guys. There is no more going after guys. There is no more like bad blood, because in 6 months that guy is going to be the piece that you need to trade to your team. How many times have we seen guys bounce
but
around?
that's also
like they
like-
hate Paul George. Paul George bounces around.
But that's why I
Hate
like
Kevin Durant.
what
Kevin
Pat
Durant
Bev
bounces
does.
around.
Pat Bev has like him and Lillard didn't like each other for a while, and then all of a sudden they're on the same team, and he drops that, and they know how to play to each other. You know,
But there's no real.
it was real with
Like
them.
It was real, but they, yeah.
You gotta
I think a
drop
lot
it.
of guys like don't even try to even have any smoke at all, because they just for the opportunity that guy may be with them in 6 months.
It's real in a lot
You know
of
what I
other
mean?
sports. Like how many of Garrett Cole's enemies have the Yankees had over the years? Like Josh Donaldson.
Yeah, but I think that's also like it's also you have to be a professional and it's a business. Like, I think that you should. I think what I'm saying is Anthony Edwards is 22. He still has that fuck you attitude where it's like, I'm going to step on you no matter who you are, what it is, and that's what you need in the NBA, where it's like, I don't need you to be an asshole and like fight each other all the time, but have that competitiveness where it's like, holy shit, they're going at it. And I think there's a lot of young guys in the NBA that are like becoming superstars at a very young age, where we're going to have for a long time.
It's fun when the
Think
players
about it
hate
right
each other.
now. What's it? Shay's what? 22?
He's not 22.
24?
25.
He's a bit older. He was 2018
shucks.
draft.
He's 3 years older than 22.
That's 3 years older.
This is what he does.
What is that?
I know. He fucked up. He said the wrong age, Phil.
Yeah, look,
We can
I don't
move
know
on.
people's
He's
ages.
such an idiot.
He turns 26 in July.
Okay, that's
25
really
years
young.
Yes.
Marty was wrong by 3 years. We
He's,
can move on.
he's off his
Okay.
parents.
Oh, he's really young, Phil.
Yeah, he's
Got
off.
it.
He has his own health care now.
No, he doesn't. He's 25.
Well, in 2 months.
Well, he's 25, Phil, so you're wrong.
I
So
am wrong.
that's
In
fine.
two more months.
Oh, he's wrong.
Phil, you're wrong.
Phil's wrong.
I did not know that, Phil. You're so stupid.
But yeah, you have Shea, you have Halliburton's what? I'm
24.
gonna guess.
23,
Okay, 24. Then you have Ant who 22. Tatum's what? 26.
Yes, 26.
26. Like, that's all four just stars. Or I'm obviously
Who are
missing
winnings,
some,
too.
Who are all just like
Lucas what, like
Lucas
26?
25.
25.
I mean, yeah, the NBA. We've been talking about this off air. How much fun we're having watching these playoffs.
Yeah.
These young teams, these young players, they're revitalizing. And you made a great point about teammates hating each other. I know this is, or players hating each other. Excuse me. Like Isaiah and Michael Jordan hated each other. It made those games fun to watch, and you knew that there was no chance Michael Jordan's going to go to the Pistons, and there was no chance Isaiah's going to the Bulls. So they could hate each other forever, and it was great, and they do. And that made it fun to watch. You want that hate.
Yeah.
Clemmer, wasn't that kind of fabricated? Didn't like MJ like go golfing with a bunch of those guys like in the summer and stuff?
I mean, maybe they did, but honestly, in the moment, you didn't hear about that. And Michael Jordan kept Isaiah off the Dream Team.
I think
okay,
the
you know
Dream
what?
Team,
That's true.
There's a theory the Dream Team started when they started becoming friends with guys.
Yeah, I've heard that
Okay.
too.
Like that's when the guard came down just a little bit.
Because they were playing together.
Okay.
But I think for the most part they still hated each other.
Even what Marty said, go back with like Pat Bev and Lillard, like these guys, like you can make amends on that. Like people act like it's you
have to.
You got mad at each other in this series in 2019. You can't be like, all right, like we're on the same team, like let's run it. Like I don't see why. Like that's such an easy thing because even going up like baseball, like there's no chemistry. Like a starting pitcher having a relationship with a third baseman, they can literally not talk.
It's a very individual
Literally
sport.
could
Like
never
in
see
basketball,
each other.
you have to have some,
Agreed.
some chemistry, some ball movement. Like there's got to be some of that there.
Same
It's
with football on
essential to
defense
winning.
and offense.
Yeah, like the communication.
Yeah, there's so
all that.
you have 12 guys on the team in the NBA. You have to see him.
Now, if a baseball pitcher hates the catcher, that's different. But a lot of baseball is very
You
individualistic.
can always find a spot where you don't have to see these people, for sure. But yeah, I think that is just there needs to be that little like waving to the crowd. Like, yeah, that's disrespectful. Of course it is. Like they did the dunk at the end of the game they tried to do was like he bounced
and
it
I respected like KCP went and like fouled
No,
him.
you should.
And
You
like
should.
you're not gonna do that.
You should
shit in our
push
court.
him. You should get a technical, like lay him out if you're doing that. That's the part of it.
I mean, KCP's already has some charges against him, so.
What?
Sometimes I
Yeah.
you want to explain that?
Remember when we played with an ankle monitor in LA a
Not
few years
really.
back?
I don't.
That's a great memory.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
That's what
Does it
happens when you
matter?
live the
What did that
world
do
in the
with him
internet.
fouling a
Like,
dunk?
Yeah. What did it have anything to do with that?
That's
You
the
brought up
point.
KCP, so.
That's the point.
I
Just
just
let
said
the
his
troll
name.
troll. Yeah, let the troll troll.
let him cook.
Sometimes we gotta let him uncook. You
He's
know.
only, yeah.
Just
I don't remember. He's
Take him out of the
only-
kitchen?
Sometimes we gotta put him on the side
Oh my
and
God.
troll from the side.
He's only lived on the internet though. There
so
are no
No.
stories. From
I literally
Phil.
texted him last night. I was like trying to have a conversation with Phil,
Impossible.
and I was like, he just ended the conversation saying yeah, like because I was like, oh, internet never sleeps for you, right, Phil? He goes, yeah.
Well, yeah, because I was busy.
We drove an hour and a half.
It was
what are you doing?
it was
Why are you so busy?
it was 11:15 at night, I believe.
He's doing baseball stuff, Phil?
We drove an hour and a half to
Oh, yeah, you got it,
Borelli's. The
boy.
kid said 6 words.
Yeah. Unless he finds a lane he control, he won't.
I'll say this. Phil and I had a very nice conversation in South Dakota.
Yeah, it just depends on the people you're with, I
He's
guess.
Good dog shit company. Bad company. No good.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I remember because on the trip, Meek said that going on a trip with you was like an uncle.
Yeah.
How would you describe the car ride with Bosco? What was that like?
I don't remember because I was also sick that day.
Oh, he was under the weather.
Yeah.
Fair.
Said going on a trip with Marty was like his uncle?
No.
Oh,
come
man.
on.
Clemmer.
Oh, like Clemmer.
Yeah, going on a trip with Marty. For
Yeah, I had a fun trip with Clemmer
Yeah.
in the Dakotas.
Hey, we had a great time.
If Toogs decided our trip, how would he was just my gay uncle.
Yeah.
Wow.
Marty like brought flowers to my room.
Your gunkle?
Caitlyn Clark leaves the game with a
Ankle injury?
ankle
She came
injury?
back.
Came back?
Yes, she hit a logo 3 later in the game.
All right.
She's
So she's all right.
So they were down like 20 and they covered. They were only catching like 6.5.
her team stinks. I watched some of her games. Her team stinks, and I think that she kind of said this. She's like, I was being respectful of my team. Like I'm trying to work in with the team. And then yesterday, I think, or the day before, she was like, I'm just going back to playing like myself. Because yesterday she had 25, something like that. So it's got to be a little. Think about being her, right?
Yeah, the adjustments too.
Adjustments of going as on Iowa, you're the person that just shoots everything. You go to a WNBA where they're already chirping you, being like, "Oh, there's gonna have to be an adjustment." There hasn't been any adjustment. She's doing completely fine. like you don't want to be the person that's a ball hog on your team right away, but you are the number 1 pick. They're expecting you to do that. I don't know. It's very interesting what she's doing because she's also, we're talking about the WNBA right now in the midst of NBA playoffs. That's because of her.
It was on TV at the bar. Like you know, like you said, in the middle. I know there were no NBA playoff games last night, but there's still baseball games on. There's everything else, and they had the
crowds are
game on the bar.
crowds are sold out.
Yeah,
For these, and it's insane.
If that game went to overtime, an NHL Game 7 would have started on ESPN News over her.
really.
Yes.
That's wild.
Probably.
Yeah.
She's that big of a star.
Say that again.
If that game went to overtime, that Oilers game would have went to like ESPN 2 or
okay.
ESPN News.
All right.
Like the WNBA will have priority over an NHL Game 7,
Yeah.
Crazy.
That is crazy.
and deservingly so.
The Caitlyn Clark effect.
That's interesting.
Why do you think that deserves to be so, Phil?
More people in America care about Caitlyn Clark than they do about the Oilers and Canucks.
I
Agreed.
think you're probably right.
Without a doubt.
I bet they're. I'd actually be surprised to see which game had more viewers.
I imagine Phil's right. I imagine it is the Caitlyn Clark game.
I
I'd be
bet
very
you that
curious to see
TSN,
that.
because the Canucks and Oilers, 2 Canadian teams,
Yeah.
being on TSN, they're like, all right, everyone that's like really tuned into this
Right,
game.
right.
American
Yeah.
viewers, like total viewers, I'd probably say Game 7, Canadian versus
Yeah.
American, would be interesting.
And yeah, who's the as hockey guys? Who's the Western Conference Finals?
Alice.
Oilers.
Edmonton.
Alice and
Oh wait,
Oilers?
Rico, you up against like Dave's future now?
Yeah.
Oh,
I have the Rangers, so at this point it's hometown. Like, let the
Oh, so you could potentially have just like a few, just like be a winner. Just
yeah.
like
So you're smarter than me with that. If you had both teams in, what's up? She was literally waving at me until I stopped. So, all right, how you doing? If you have both teams in the Stanley Cup Finals, okay, and let's say each of them pays out, for argument's sake, $10, just to be, or let's say $20. Could you see a position where you bet the dog in each one of those games?
That's to me is
the problem
read
is
both and enjoy
so
the
the
game.
problem with the
Yeah, but you can get.
I know
Because
what you-
all you need is 3 dogs. If 3 dogs win out of 6 games, you break even. If 5 dogs win and 1, you hit your
I got-
middle.
So Bosco, the problem. So I've thought about this more just because I have the Rangers one, so I'm in that that lane with you. The Rangers are dogs in the series.
Be tough.
They're dogs at home tonight. Oh, no, are they home? Yeah, they're home. They have the number 1 seed. So they're gonna be that to me. I mean, they're gonna be dogs every game.
Yeah, I'm getting ahead of
I don't-
myself
so
that they
with-
both
so-
get to the final.
With the Rangers, I think it's
Of
impossible
course.
just because they're literally gonna be. They'll be. You have to bet the favorite like to go against them. So.
No, I'm not saying
Florida's
now. I'm
really
saying if
good.
they both got to the Stanley Cup Finals.
Oh, if they had the same, I think you just let it.
But yeah, I think
Let
I
it
might.
ride.
What's the?
That's, you go like this. You go like this.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
pat yourself in the back
Made
and
the
go,
best bets of
I'm
all time.
smart.
Well, you're getting-
But it's not
yeah.
going to
I'm
happen.
getting greedy. I know. Yeah. What's Florida's series price?
Florida's really good.
They're
So
minus
the Rangers,
150.
but Florida is like outrageously good.
I'm not a hockey guy, but how is the Rangers the team with the best record, like the longest shot to win?
It's just the number 1 team.
Florida's minus
never,
1. Florida's minus 150. All right. So Dallas is favored in the series. So I feel good
You could do
about
it with
that.
Dallas. Yeah, so you could take.
Feel okay
you
about
could
that.
Take the Oilers if you wanted.
Yeah.
Let
See, but
the
at,
Rangers
but at
ride.
that point, I think you're better. You're better to take the Oilers to like win the series.
I think
Right.
you
Like
let
bet
it-
them like every night. If you, if
I
was
just
you,
don't want to be in a position where I
I
have
just
both
let
of
it-
them lose.
I would-
Oh, you gotta.
I think you just let it ride.
You have
That's
a
me, but-
50% chance of getting 1 in, basically.
Yeah.
Like, you gotta take that chance. Taking the Oilers now for like plus 105.
Yeah, I don't.
You've
That's a
already
good point.
like made a future. You got 2 teams out of 4 already. Fucking go for it.
So,
Good point.
Bosco, are you gonna fight with any Panthers fans at the company during the series?
Well, Elio has a Florida Panther.
Oh.
Oh, I was talking about a different person.
Oh, I'm just rooting for the
Tommy
Rangers.
smokes his
What
cousin.
happened with that? You getting in another beef?
I didn't get in
saw
a
he
beef.
wrote a paragraph last night. I'm a Nicky Smokes
I
guy.
just
so
reported.
know.
I am a Nicky Smokes guy. I just reported he was taking a lot of trips.
That's
I just happened to notice.
That's not a Nicky Smokes guy if you're reporting his trips.
Taking a lot of trips.
Who don't
All
you
I
like?
said.
Also, your other boy tweeted
Novel.
something too.
Novel.
Novel tweeted out yesterday as well.
Of course.
oh,
of course.
oh.
Of course he did. Nerfies.
You know what he's talking about?
Yeah, I knew.
Trent.
He
I like him.
When he mentioned
Of course
taking
you do.
trips. I knew he was talking.
I
about
met him
When
in.
he said novel, I didn't know he was
I'm
talking
gonna be
about.
honest.
I'm confused.
I met him in New Orleans. We had a nice conversation. Nice
Great
to
guy.
meet.
Never met him.
I don't know anything about him besides that, but we had a nice conversation.
Nick could do whatever he wants. I just wouldn't. That's not a guy I would hang out with.
I just couldn't.
I was puzzled. As a Nicky Smokes guy, I was puzzled that was the guy.
I
he
just
was
couldn't be
hanging
more
out
like indifferent. I just have like no opinion on
That's
it.
what
puzzled.
I've never met him.
I met him, so I was like,
Puzzled.
he was
Seems-
nice to me. I like him. You're nice to me. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, he seems
Yeah.
like he's doing his thing. God bless.
Yeah, Bosco. I mean,
I don't know him
I've met
personally.
people I hate before and started liking them. Maybe that's
Phil,
it's something.
I've changed. Eric Hosmer unblocked Phil.
Wow.
And Tyler Glass now. He likes Tyler Glass now.
yeah.
Bosco,
So-
the funniest is like, did you like you hate this guy so much? So I'm like, what did like you act like he jumped someone or something? Where I'm like, he's not that like.
I'm pretty sure the only reason he hates him is because he not started, but like saying nerfy.
Oh,
No, I think his.
Because you were always doing first inning, no runs.
I think his whole act is just fucking cringeworthy.
stinking at gambling.
I'm gonna be
His
honest.
whole act is cringy.
Can I be honest? I laughed when he was sitting courtside with the OKC Thunder.
It's a good bit. I did think that was funny as well.
Yeah, I thought that was fucking hilarious.
Like just being full jersey,
He got a piece of gum from the guy on the bench.
full jersey, and the fact that he's literally just sitting like the next seat over in full Thunder uniform on the bench is funny.
His video reminded me that Gordon Hayward was on the OKC Thunder. I was like, wow, who's that guy on the end of the
He
bench?
actually does. He plays a few minutes in the game.
He's
two.
He had 0 points all playoffs,
Yeah,
I believe.
Not 1 point the
No
entire
points.
playoffs.
I have seen him get on the court. And,
Oh
like,
yeah, he played
He
like
played very limited.
Wait,
minutes.
40
he came
minutes,
out
I think.
saying how he was frustrated with his
Yeah.
his role and shit. I forgot Gordon Hayward existed.
first
until-
game-
He's a guy you don't even put in at garbage time.
Yeah, yeah.
Let the young guys play. Like he's played a few minutes here and there. I've
The
seen.
nice thing is his contract's up at the end of the year, and now it's money off the cap for them.
Where's number 33?
Is he a Hall of Famer?
No.
No.
No. If he is, if
College
that
career,
he is, if
really
that
solid.
shot goes in.
Okay.
If that shot goes in, yes.
Yeah, maybe.
The chat really needs to work on who a basketball Hall of Famer is. I don't think they understand the concept of.
But no,
NBA
I think-
Hall
I
of
kinda
Famer
love
and
that bit,
basketball Hall of
though.
But
Fame.
I think it's fair though because
We bring up Bonzi Wells, they're like Hall of Famer. I kinda
Gordon
love that.
Hayward was a huge name for.
it's so easy.
Oh, the Celtics got him. We were so excited in the very first game. Snaps his leg in half.
Yeah.
I forget that happens sometimes.
Oh, I don't.
That was crazy.
I got people in his circle.
Are you nervous that I'm sorry, this is a totally different. First game is for the Jets. It's Monday night.
No, it's not like it's just frustrating because now like you're gonna relive the same anxieties. You're gonna
Yep.
watch all the games on Sunday, and you can't help but think about it. Like,
Well, they play some of the
It
games on
does.
Mondays and Thursdays.
oh, do they?
Yeah.
Oh wow, is that new?
Yeah.
Fucking-
Does it not feel like this Jets Monday Night Football game feels like
Oh.
1998 Vinny Testaverde?
Wait, I'm sorry.
Oh, that's the other one, fella. He
didn't-
didn't do it twice.
We didn't talk about it yesterday. Did you guys see Justin Jefferson?
No, what's
Oh,
he
that's a
do?
non-story.
What did he do?
I missed this
He's
entirely.
in Florham Park.
He was in Florham Park.
Oh,
It's a non-
He wasn't at OTAs for the Vikings.
It's a complete non-story.
And if you know that, that's only 4 minutes away from the Jets practice facility.
I knew that's where they're
it's in the same town.
Yeah, that's where.
Four
Meek
minutes
just said
away.
it's a non-story.
Yeah, Meek
Well,
said
no,
it's not a story.
not 4 minutes away. The practice facility is in Florham Park.
Yes,
Yeah.
and it was 4 minutes
The
away.
hotel
where
was
he
4 minutes away.
The hotel was.
No,
okay,
the
you have to
coffee
specify.
shop.
Oh,
Okay,
the
you
coffee
got it.
shop.
Okay, got it. When you say he's in Florham Park, he's 0 minutes away. Technically.
No, Florham Park is a big place.
I know. Yeah.
It could be a half hour away.
You didn't specify he was. All right, I got it. Got it.
I'm saying the coffee shop he was at was 4 minutes away from the
Got it.
facility.
Got it. You didn't. We didn't hear coffee shop. Coffee shop.
Why is it a non-story, Phil?
we're having some technical difficulties.
It was very funny. The camera was zooming,
was
in,
zooming in, like,
on like the helmet, and then Meek immediately ran
I don't
away
know
and
what
Duke.
that
Is that
was.
Meek trying
we're-
to figure out how to do the back?
So yeah, since I'm traveling a bunch with the PLL,
Yeah.
I'm showing Meek today how to do the controls, and the camera was zooming in, and instead of switching it to a different camera, he just tapped
I
my
did.
shou-
I know I did switch to doing a different
No, he
camera.
just started tapping my shoulder so fast. And
Well,
I had a panic attack.
I think I've done pretty decent today for
You
my
have
first
you've
try.
done,
so- I
you've
think so
done
too,
great.
Meek.
You've
So
done
what's the
great.
non-story, Meek?
Yeah, why,
That-
why is
that-
it non-story?
It's just a non-story.
Why?
If
have
it's
to
only
be
a story.
exclusive.
Are the Jets trying to trade for him?
But why are you so quick to
4
dismiss
minutes
it?
away from it.
I'm not saying it's gonna happen, but like, why are you so quick to say it's not?
Because it's a non-story.
You need to have. No, you keep saying that, but why?
Not everything has to be a story.
Why is he?
definitely a story.
Why is he close to the Jet? That's not a
You
coincidence.
can't dismiss it without having any evidence, Phil.
Hold up. Let me Google something.
Meek Schefter.
Yeah, I love that
Most
he's.
powerful phone in the East Coast.
Why is it not a story? It's not a story.
It's not a story. Oh, why? Just because? Oh, okay. All right. If
Well,
you say so, Phil.
we give him a fact that he's very close to the Jets facility. He's not in Minnesota. He was not at OTAs.
Probably
he doesn't have to be at OTAs. By
Do
the
you
way.
know where the
That's
Vikings owner lives?
Probably
Minnesota.
guess Minnesota.
Florham Park.
Florham Park, New Jersey.
But how do you know? Did you know he was home yesterday?
Yeah, no. That's what I'm saying. It's a
can't-
non-story.
No,
'cause it
non-story.
can-
It's a non-story. He also has a house in Minnesota. Non-story.
You guys are getting in the weeds.
No, but I mean,
no, but
it's a story. That's what I'm saying. Like,
little
no
bit.
matter
A little
what,
bit, yeah.
like it's funny. It's also fun for a show to speculate. Oh, is he going to the Jets?
Yeah.
It's also wild that Phil dismissed it with no real evidence.
Yes.
He has- like, it's not like he knew something was wrong. He just
Yes. Also,
that's
guess
what he
what?
wanted to believe.
the day of the
Guess what sports talk shows do? Fun to speculate.
the day of the day of the decision. We were at a men's league game before he was making the decision. We had like a 5:30 game. My friends still make fun of me because they were like, "Where's LeBron gonna go?" Where's he? I was like, "You know where he's gonna go?" I was like, "He was looking at a house in Greenwich, Connecticut." I was like, "Who else has a house in Greenwich, Connecticut?" Jay-Z. And I took the shot and missed. They still like a
Yeah, that's the best.
like Greenwich, Connecticut. You still said Greenwich, Connecticut.
That's
Let's
the
go picks to close it out. Marty, what do you got?
best. Going to it real fast. I'm gonna go with the Celtics minus 10.5. I'm going with the Guardians against the Mets. I don't think the Mets can. The Mets.
Oh, don't even get me started.
I'm going to Yankees minus 1.5 tonight. Schmidt's been great. He's been very, very good. I'm going the Marlins. Going with the Marlins against the the Brewers. I don't like the Brewers, to be completely fair.
It burned me last night. I was 1 out away from winning that pick, and then they tied it up, and then the Marlins won in the 11th or 10th. Excuse me.
Well, Joe Ross had a scoreless start.
He did 1 inning, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you still tracking your Marlins bet?
No, not as much. When they win, I just stop tracking it. When they lose, I track it.
They're still they have more than the Rockies and the White Sox.
They got hot. They've won like 3 out of 4. They played
still-
the
they're
Mets.
still
That was
terrible.
half the issue. But yeah, they're still terrible. It's still up there. It's a fun bet.
Oh yeah, for sure, fun bet. I'm going the Cardinals also to beat the Orioles.
I'm gonna take the Orioles. It's the only bet I'm on tonight. The Orioles and the hit parade.
The Cardinals won last night too, which was helping me.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Ev.
I'm on a Celtics minus 10. That's a favorite play of the day. And I'm taking the Rays money line.
Clemmer.
Pick of the day: Gavin Stone outs over 17.5. He's hit 18 outs in his last 4 starts. Facing Diamondbacks who aren't hitting very well right now. My other pick I really like is Orioles over 4.5 team total runs. They're going up against Lance Lynn. That Orioles team hits a ton of home runs. Giants money line. I'm using the early win promo on DraftKings. Always recommend that. And then I'm on the Celtics minus 10.
Phil, you got a pick? Dude, you got a pick?
Phil has a pick if it wins.
Your mic's not on.
Yeah, Gavin Stone under 17.5 outs. I think the D-backs come out firing today because they got their asses kicked last night, and I wouldn't be shocked if Gavin Stone has an early exit.
So just against my pick. All right.
Yeah.
See how that goes for you, Phil.
Was that what did Smitty fade it?
And Smitty won.
He's like, I like this pick, and you're like, oh, that's my pick, and he's like, I changed it. You're like, why? Because be shitty. You basically said yes, and then you won.
And he won.
All
That's
right.
fine.
That's
You really, by the way, you just streak. You go win 5 in a row, lose 5 in a row.
And
it's
and nothing
crazy.
is like worse for your mental health. Than
No, because
Like,
if
I've
you win
had-
2 in a row and then lose 1, fine.
Since I started doing this, I've had a 9-game winning streak, a 9-game losing streak, an 8-game winning streak, a 7-game winning streak.
Yes.
And it's just like
You're on a 3-game.
I'm on a 3-game losing streak right now.
You're 5 last week, winning streak.
Winning streak 5 last week. I've
Yeah.
also had a 7, 8, and 9 this year. But I had a 9. Or no, sorry, the 9 was last year, and a 9-game losing streak last year. Which is
Yeah.
like, no, it's awful.
You're streaky.
I'm very streaky. I'm like a power hitter. Going like these tears, and I'm Reese Hoskins of sports betting.
all right. That
Over
is
16.5 points for Derek White.
okay. That is
Hey, Dukes.
Pick Central. Go.
Celtics.
Celtics.
Let's go.
Celtics. Catch
The
you.
Celtics are the balls.
Oh, I love that clip. Catch you tomorrow.
Meek, what do you do? What do you do, Meek?
Okay, start.
Wait, let's see if me could end the show.
No.
Oh.
I believe in Meek.
Mute the mics.
Do you believe in Meek by himself
Mute the.
when he's gonna be?
Yeah, put it up.